Today we're doing 5 mental health skills that every new YouTuber needs in 2025. Let's get started. Number 1 is self-love. You must treat yourself with compassion while you are learning how to do things that you've never done before. You know how when a baby learns to walk and you cheer every time they take half a step or a step and then they fall down? That's kind of how you want to treat yourself as a person when you're learning these new things. If you boo and talk down to yourself and give yourself lots of negative thoughts and self-hate every time you don't make a perfect video, when you're a beginner, you're going to lose motivation. A baby, takes 2 steps and falls down, sees everyone cheer and clap, and they smile like, I did something, I want to do it again. That's the same effect that you want to have on you. And so every time you take action that is towards the goal, if you're doing something new that you've never done before and you're facing your fear and you're putting yourself out there and you're trying to learn thumbnails, you're trying to write a script, you actually sit down and record a video even though you're uncomfortable. Cheer for yourself. Cheer for actions, because actions lead to results. You're not going to get perfect results in the beginning, so you need to find a way to motivate yourself and allow yourself to feel good about what you've done that's not based on the results in the beginning, because you're not going to have good results in the beginning. So base your self-love on actions. Every time you take an action that is in line with who you want to be and moves you closer towards your goal, cheer for yourself. Let yourself feel good about that, because that will give you the motivation and the consistency to continue going on this adventure, which brings me to the second point. It's an adventure. Treat it like an adventure. You're exploring. You don't know the way. You don't know the path, and it's okay to not have a map. You're going on an adventure. You're going to figure it out as you go, and that's okay. You need to decide in your mind that it's okay to not know everything before you take action, before you post a video, before you make your first thumbnail. It's okay to not know all the rules. It's okay to not know exactly how to craft the perfect video for your niche and for your genre. It's okay to not know. Just keep walking. You don't need a map. It's an adventure. You will find your way if you keep walking. But if you allow analysis paralysis to creep in, if you allow not knowing to become a form of procrastination because you have to constantly be writing everything down and making the perfect plan and watching YouTube videos on how to make YouTube videos instead of actually just making a YouTube video, well then, you'll never get anywhere, because you're not walking and taking steps on the adventure. You're sitting on a hill somewhere trying to draw a map where you have no idea where you're going. So it's an adventure, and that's okay. It's okay to not know exactly what your channel will end up. It's okay to not know exactly how far you'll go or where you'll end up. But you have to take action. You have to start. And imperfect action leads to knowledge and experience, which then leads to quality, which leads to success. You're not going to get quality and success without the other 3. So take action, which leads me to my third point. And that is, guys, learning is hard. It's really hard. Okay. So embrace the struggle. It's going to feel boring. It's going to not feel great all the time. It's going to be embarrassing at times when you absolutely get it wrong, but it's better to take action and get it wrong and at least have some form of experience that teaches you something than to sit on a hill out of fear drawing a map. Learning is hard. Learning these new things and these new skills that you've never done before is hard. And one of the greatest ways to learn quicker is to get feedback. And so feedback is a form of judgment, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be willing to take that imperfect video that you know is not as good as what you want it to be and show it to people and give it to them and say, hey, please tell me what's wrong about this so that I can try to fix it for my next one. You don't have to be okay with it. You just have to endure it. You have to accept it. It doesn't have to feel good, but you have to do it. You must allow people to criticize your work and tell you what's wrong with it so that you know what to fix, because that gives you direction. That gives you your next steps. If you make a video, give it to people and let them tell you why it's not the best video they've seen that week and what you could do better. Well, guess what? Now you have an action plan. Now you have your next steps. Go and learn how to improve everything that they said that was wrong with your video. You don't have to like it. You don't have to enjoy it, but you have to do it. And that's the cool thing is that I guess that leads me to the fourth part, which is don't act the way you feel. Your feelings are not reality. Okay? If getting feedback feels bad, oh freaking well. Suck it up. You have to do it. Right? And so just because you feel this way doesn't mean that you're going to act that way. Doesn't mean you're going to run from those feelings. You just have to embrace it. And so, for example, if you say, I feel tired, therefore I can't make a video today and I'm going to lay down and watch Netflix and drink beer. Well, guess what? You're not going to get very far on your YouTube journey, especially if you're tired at your 9-to-5 job. But if you change your mindset to, I feel tired, but I'm going to act on what I said I was going to do, and I'm going to make a video anyways, despite the fact that I feel tired. Well, guess what? You'll get somewhere. And so your feelings do not create reality. They don't have to be your reality. And so if getting feedback feels bad, fine. Let it feel bad. It's okay. You're not going to die. Nothing bad will happen to you. You are like it's like water off the duck's back. You must practice this. You must accept judgment from others. Constructive criticism, I should say. Accept constructive feedback, because that's the only way to figure out what to do and what to fix quickly enough. Which leads me to my fifth and final point. You need to accept losing. You're going to work many hours on a video that you think is just absolutely the best. It's the best video ever. It's the best video possible. You work so hard in it and it's going to suck. It's not going to get any views because you focus on the editing instead of the thumbnail, hook, and title. Hint, hint. Thumbnail, title, and hook are the first thing that you should be focusing on, not the editing. That comes later. You have to be okay with that. And you have to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and say, hey, you know what? I put a lot of work into that, and it yielded great results. It told me that I have more to do. I have more work to do, but it also showed me where my inefficiencies are. Let me go and give this to people and get some feedback so that I can improve this. And so this is very, very important. And guys, if you're looking for a way to get, judgment-free, positive feedback on your videos, hit the link at the top of the description. This is a place where we all come together and hang out and give each other ideas and give each other positive, constructive criticism in a supportive environment for our new YouTube videos while we're still learning. So you don't have to take this journey alone. You don't have to be alone. You can come and hang out with us, linked at the top of the description, and we can help you get this journey started, all right? And so I guess one of the main important things that for you guys you need to have is judgment and evaluation. Judgment comes with condemnation in a sentence. Okay, if your video is bad, therefore you must suffer and not get any subscribers, or you must not feel bad about yourself. Like there's condemnation and a sentence behind that. But evaluation is saying, hey, your video is bad, but I really like what you're going for. Here, let me help you with some recommendations. Try doing this, and try doing this. You see the difference? Judgment comes with a sentence. Evaluation is just assessing the product that you made. It's not saying anything about you. So don't get too upset when people say, hey, try to fix this and try to fix that. This part wasn't quite good. This part wasn't quite good. If you're too sensitive, you're not going to be able to take constructive feedback and criticism, and you're not going to be able to learn. And I know this is very, very difficult because we all have a lot of insecurities, right? Dealing with insecurity on YouTube is a massive, massive thing that we're all going to go through, especially when it comes to dealing with your own voice and being insecure about how you look and how you sound. And for more ideas on that, you should watch this video right here, and I will see you guys next time.